Ting, you can begin.
Okay. Yeah, hello everyone. I'm Ting. I'm the TA for the statistics. And today our topic is the association between quantitative variables. It's in the chapter 12, okay, in your textbook. And today this is our agenda. At the first, we will define the variables, and there are two terms: response variable and explanatory variable. What's that? Okay. And the second, we will use scatter plot, and that has some relation. That will help us to find the association between these variables. Okay. And the third, we will scatter plot is not enough. It's not enough to explain the data. Okay. And then we will teach what is regression line. Okay. And then finally, we will do the summary for this whole class. Okay. Okay. And so. In the beginning, do you have any question about the last class? No, right? Okay, it's good. So if you have any question, please feel free to come to my office hour. I will prepare some candies for you. Just kidding. Or maybe because you are, maybe if you are hungry, also come to my office hour. Have a chat. Maybe we can chat about everything about statistics. Okay. So let's begin. The association between quantitative variable. Okay. The association sometimes means the relation, right? And the relation between the quantitative variable. Okay, before we talk about the relation between quantitative variable, can someone tell me what is quantitative variable? Give some examples.
Does it just mean a variable that has like numbers?
Yeah, has numbers. So for example, maybe the height, the weight, or the time, the grade, the score, right? The numbers can use number to express the data, that is the quantitative variables. Okay, is that clear? Okay, so now, we will talk about the association between quantitative variable. Suppose that this is the two quantitative variable, okay? Then this is variable 1, this is variable 2. The association, maybe we can express like this line, okay? Okay, so today we are talking about the relation between these two variables. Okay, but if there are only two variables, things can be easy. But if today, quantitative variables, there are a lot of quantitative variables. So when we are talking about the relation, association between this variable, it can be like this, or this, right? Oh my God, it's really like my friend, my network, my friend connection between in my Facebook. Oh really? No, that's me. That's me. Oh my gosh. Sorry. Oh, sorry. I saw. Sorry. Okay. So we come back. That's like me. My friend. Oh, my friend is. It's also that's my friend. That's also my friend. Oh, they're also the friend. Oh, it's really complicated, right? So how can we analyze this kind of data? So we can do that. We cannot do that. We cannot so be greedy to analyze this whole kind of thing. So what can we do? Focus on one maybe. Okay. Maybe we focus on this one. And then what's the relation between this one to this one, and this one to this one, this one, this one? Okay? We focus on this relation. Okay? That is the thing, the object we are interested in. Okay? For example, if this is a grade, your grade for this class. Okay? And this is the time you sleep. Okay? Or maybe this is the time you study. Or book. I'm really poor drawing that book. Okay? Something like that. So maybe you won't focus on the relation between time you sleep and time you study, right? Because what you are interested in, the grade for this class. Right? So now we just separate this whole variable into two groups. The thing we are interested in and the thing that may help us explain this or help us predict this one, right? So how can we call this variable? We call it response variable. Okay? And how can we call this kind of variable? We call it explanatory variable. Okay? So is that clear?
So is this kind of like dependent and independent variables?
Yeah, sometimes if this two really have the association, really have the relation between this, we can call this x is the dependent variable for this one. But when you are talking about independent, yeah, it's sorry, I read it wrong. When you are talking about these two variables are independent, they will have some. They have to follow a rule. In theoretically, there is a rule to depend independent this stuff. Okay, so is that clear?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So now this is an example. So in this example, the grade is the response variable, okay, and the explanatory variable may be the time, sleep, time, and any other. Okay. So now we also put it in a simple way. Put it in a simple way. We suppose that today the grade is only has a relation between the time you sleep. Okay. So this just erase it. Okay, today we are only talking about the relation between these two variables. Okay? One response variable and one explanatory variable. Okay, is that clear? Okay. Now, so if today we have this data, right? Maybe this is x, this is y, and then we will have a lot of, we do the survey. Maybe the first one, Yanis, sorry, your name is? Yelisa, yeah. Maybe your grade is 100? No, sorry. How many times you sleep per day?
How many hours?
Yes.
6.
6, okay? And then you will get 90 for this class, okay? Is that satisfying? Yeah, okay, just kidding. Okay, so if, for example, if I also sleep 6, and then I maybe get 85, okay? And then a lot of people, they will have a lot of data. I do a survey. I asked all the students about the time they sleep per day and the grade they will have for this class. So maybe 7, and then we'll get 95, 7, get 98, something like that, or 7, get 60. That's possible, right? And then we have a lot of data, but if we simply read this data, can we know can we clearly know the relation between these two variables? Not clearly, we cannot know it clearly, right? So now we have to use one method to help us to know the relation between these two variables. What's that?
Plot them.
Yes, plot them, okay? Now, so we will use the technique that is called a scatter plot to help us know the relation between these two variables. And what is scatter plot? Generally, the x-axis, we will put the explanatory variable, okay? And the y, we will put the thing we are interested in, the response variable, okay? And then we will put this data, fill in this plot, and then we will have this graph. Okay. Now, can someone tell me what is the relation between x and y?
The hours of sleep and what test score you get?
Yeah. And the relation is the more time you.
The more sleep you get, the better score you get.
Yeah. They have the positive relation, right? The more time you sleep, the higher grade you will have. Okay? Yeah. So why we need to use this? Because this will make us easily to understand this data. If we just look at this, it's really not straightforward to know the relation. Okay? So
1 minute left to summarize.
Okay, so we don't have a lot of time to talk about the regression line and this, and I will continue to talk about the scatter plot in the next class and the regression line between the next class. So let me just say it before. Just give you some. Just say that what is regression line? Regression line is that like you found a relation between that, right? And then maybe you can find a line. That is called a relation line, okay? But today we don't have time to tell the detail, okay? We will talk about it in the next class, okay? So, any questions about today's class?
Yeah. So how would you plot it if, let's say, you still wanted to look at other variables too?
Oh yeah, this is the simple ones. You mean in a complicated case, if we have a lot of explanatory variable, yeah. You know that people only can read 3 dimension, right? We only can use that. This is the limit of our visual. If this x, y, z, oh no. If this is only 2 explanatory variable, it's okay if we just put the scatter plot in that, right? But if today is more than that, we cannot do that. Maybe we only can do what? This response variable, explanatory 1, 2.
Okay.
We have to separate it to find each relation between the each relation between the response and the explanatory 1, explanatory 2, explanatory 2. Then we cannot just combine it all in one graph because our visual has limit. Yeah, we cannot see that.
Okay.
So, are there statistical tests though that can measure like more than, like multiple variables at one time, like multiple regression and
Yeah.
stuff like that?
Maybe in the next class
Yeah,
we will
yeah.
talk about the multiple regression. And now we only focus on the simple cases that one.
Yeah.
So now we may call that only one variable and one response variable. We may call it simple linear regression.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, great, thank you.